the time of the exam is still not known to us also, that what would be the schedule of the exam. Okay, now you continue your study regarding the chapter. All the questions will be of multiple choice type. I have repeated it. 1 marks and 2 marks questions will be there. Okay, now coming to the my section, that is the solid state. Okay, so on the last class I have discussed about the number of points in different unit cell. Okay, now what is packing? Packing is that arrangement of the point or the crystal points in the 1 dimension, 2 dimension and 3 dimension. So in 1 dimension it is only one straight line. When it is 2 dimension it is in a plane, and when it is 3 dimension then we ultimately gets the crystal lattice. Okay, so the 3 dimensional arrangement of that particular arrangement, that is the, if it is in 2 dimension, then we will stack the layer one by one to the make it 3 dimension, and there is a different arrangement. That is, suppose this is the 3 spheres. Now when we will overlap another one layer on that, then there is arrangement maybe of the same type, that is if it's overlap on the same layer, but it may be of different kind. What type of different? That means this kind of layers. So this is the arrangement, that is one is opposite to another, one face which is placing in one face, the next sheet or next layer will be opposite to that layer. So this is called the arrangement of the crystal lattice. So with regard to that, in the 3 dimension we have come to know about the close packing in 3 dimension, that is cubic close packing, hexagonal close packing, etc. Now there are some abbreviations, that is, suppose A, B, A, B. So this is a type where the first layer, this is the first layer, this is the second layer. Okay, so the second layer, the arrangement is different, but if it is such like that, A, 3 layers are same. So here 3 layers are same. Here one layer is matching with the third layer, second matching with the fourth layer. And if it is like that, ABC, ABC, that is after the third layer, that is one matching with the fourth one. So these are the crystal lattices. Now for AAA type, it is the type where comes from the square planar. It is a simple cubic crystal, AAA type. Hexagonal close packing, it is comes with the ABAB. This is for HCP. AAA, this is for simple cubic. Simple cubic. And what is the CCC, that is the ABC, ABC, it is for cubic close packing. ABC, ABC, this is simple cubic. ABC, ABC, this is cubic close pack, CCP. So HCP, CCP, you should remember this, AB, AB, and it is ABC, ABC. So after the third layer, 1, 2, third, after the third layer, it will repeats itself. Now the layer is the same as the point assumed to be a sphere, and there is some geometrical points is there. That means as there, suppose it is an unit cell. Okay. Now these spheres are arranged in such a manner that all the bond lengths, all the edge lengths are in that manner. Suppose if this is the 2 sphere, then 2 spheres will be arranged in that manner so that they touches in a point, and all the edge lengths are covered by the radius of that sphere. So here the edge length covers by the radius of the sphere. Sphere means the lattice point. So this will work when we will calculate the packing efficiency or number of density of the octahedral or tetrahedral hole. Okay, so you should remember on that. The short question may comes from here, that is in HCP, what type of packing is there? It is AB-AB type of packing. In the simple cubic, it is AAA, that is matching ABC. ABC is the cubic closed packing. Now, next is that what is tetrahedral and octahedral hole. Tetrahedral hole. So, tetrahedral hole is that, suppose these are the three spheres. Now, look at the in between these three spheres, there is a gap. There is a gap. So, this gap is called as hole. But here it is assuming like the three, that is three spheres are there. So, why it is called tetrahedral? Now, when there is one sphere, suppose one sphere is there below this layer, one sphere is there below this layer, then it would be called as the tetrahedral hole. And when it would be the octahedral hole? Octahedral hole. Octahedral means the hole created by the 6 such sphere. So, the 6 such sphere can produce the octahedral hole. The geometry is like that. Now, you can see this gap in between these. Now, these are the dotted lines. This is the dotted lines. Okay, now follow this part. This part remains, the hole remains after the second layer. It is a AB-AB type of layer. Now this hole remains where the 6 nearest neighbor is there. 6 nearest neighbor is there, so it is called as the octahedral hole. Okay, so the hole created by the layers where the 6 nearest sphere is there, it is octahedral hole. Then the picture, and the hole created by the 4 nearest neighbor where one sphere is above or below. This sphere may be below or may be above. So when we will see it, suppose it is above of that, then when we will see it in the reverse direction, we can see the hole, and if it is below that layer, then we can see it from the front view. So this is tetrahedral hole and octahedral hole, or tetrahedral voids or octahedral voids. Voids means the free space. Now, what is the radius of the octahedral hole or octahedral void? Now, the radius of octahedral void is that 0.225, and in the close of one tetrahedral voids there are 6 nearest neighbor. In near to one tetrahedral voids there is 6 nearest neighbor, and the coordination number of the tetrahedral void is 2. Okay. So, for CCP, the cubic closed packing, and FCP arrangement, each sphere is in contact with 3 spheres in the layer. In CCP or in FCP, face centered cubic or the cubic closed packing, the one sphere is connected with 3 nearest sphere. So, this is, there is 2 tetrahedral voids per sphere. So, tetrahedral voids per sphere. Per sphere there is 2 tetrahedral voids. Now, how many number of points are there. In case of CCP, cubic close packing 1. In FCP, it is equal to 4. So, in case of FCP, there is the coordination number of the tetrahedral voids is 4 because the 4 nearest neighbor is there. Okay, and what the radius of tetrahedral void equal to 0.225, and it covers 22.5%. It covers 22.5% of the total sphere. Okay, it covers 22.5% of the total sphere. And there is a geometry. We have to assume it as a tetrahedral because the points are situated at the corners of the tetrahedron. Now, tetrahedron can be drawn in that manner. Now, the points are there. Suppose one point is here, one point it is that face. So, there will be the points here and here. Here will be one point. And if so, these are the opposite corners. Okay. Now, this is the point. Now, when it seems like a triangular, but when we will repeat the layer, then it will form the tetrahedron in case of here. And in case of octahedral voids, it covers 41.4% as compared to that of the sphere. The radius is 0.414, that is 41.4% of total sphere. Okay, so remember this, that radius of tetrahedral void equal to 0.225 and radius of octahedral void equal to 0.414. Now, what are the characteristics? I told the characteristics for the tetrahedral voids, the coordination number is 4, but in case of octahedral voids, the coordination number of the octahedral void is 6, and there is only one octahedral void per sphere. Per sphere get one octahedral void, where in case of tetrahedral void, per sphere get two tetrahedral voids. So, number of tetrahedral voids per square in case of per sphere equal to 2, and here it is 1. That means, in average, the number of voids produced in the crystal, and if we calculate it with the total number, then it would be 1. It would be 2 in case of tetrahedral, but it would be 1 in case of octahedral one. This is to somehow difficult, but you should remember this point. Now, what is the difference between tetrahedral voids and octahedral voids? So, these value, that is the tetrahedral radius equal to 0.225, octahedral voids equal to the radius equal to 0.414. Here per sphere get 2 or tetrahedral void, here per sphere get 1 tetrahedral voids. Number 3 is that the number, the coordination number in case of the tetrahedral voids is equal to the 4, but the coordination number in case of octahedral voids equal to 6. So, these three are the difference. Next is that formation of a compound and number of voids filled by the crystal lattice. Stability of crystalline ionic solid in terms of radius of cation and anion. Now there is a rule, what is radius ratio? Radius ratio rule. So the stability of the crystalline solid is related to the electrostatic force. We know about it, the Coulombic interaction force present in the ionic crystal. So for a particular cation, it is the condition for stability is that surrounding one cation, what is the number of anions surrounding it, and in the reverse also, that is the vice versa. That means the cation should be surrounded by the maximum number of anions, and the same time the anions will be surrounded by the maximum number of cations, so that the force become the force is uniform throughout the crystal lattice. So this is the point. Now what is radius ratio? The ratio of the radius of cation to that of anion in an ionic solid is called as radius ratio, and this is also called limiting radius ratio or critical radius ratio. Okay. In case of coordination number 4, there is 4 nearest neighbor. This is the cation, these are the anion. In case of 6, coordination number 6, there are 6 nearest neighbor, and in the whole there is the cation. This is the cation, this is the anion. In case of octahedral coordination number 8, there is 8 such nearest neighbor. So these are this is tetrahedral, this is octahedral, and this is the coordination number 8. Now there are some critical values, as radius ratio is also called as, so radius ratio, that is r of plus by r of minus. Okay. Now what would be the value of, suppose x? Now depending on the value of x, the geometry depends. Depending on the value of x, the geometry depends. Now follow that. If it is less than 155, if it is the radius ratio is less than 155, so the coordination number is 2. Coordination number is 2 here, if it is less than 0.155. Now if it is in between 155 to 0.212 or 215, here 215, so the coordination number is 4. Sorry, this is the 3, coordination number 3. So it is trigonal planar. If it is in between 225 to 414, 225 to 0.414, then the coordination number is 4. Now find that 0.225 was the radius of tetrahedral voids. 0.225 to 0.414. Now 0.414, 0.732, it is for the coordination number 6, and if it is 0.732 to 1, then it would be the coordination number 8. So coordination number 8 is shown by body centered cubic. Body centered cubic, BCC lattice. Coordination number 8. Coordination number 6 is the octahedral, 4 is tetrahedral. Now body centered cubic, you should remember some name. Body centered cubics, maximum the chlorides. Yes. The ratio of the radius of cation to the radius of anion. The ratio of the radius of cation to that of the anion in an ionic solid is is a numeric value which determines the geometry of the crystal, which determines the geometry of the crystal. Which determines the geometry of the crystal. This is known as radius ratio rule. This is known as radius ratio rule. Now the body centered cubic are a few, that is CSCl, CSBr, CSI. Remember this: CSCl, CSBr, CSI. All halides of cesium are body centered cubic because the body centered cubic is highly strained. So it is an irregular shape, and also NH4Br. So in body centered cubic, what is the coordination number? Coordination number here is 8. Okay. Now there is the packing efficiency and packing fraction is also there. It would be on the next class. Clear, Orpita, what is radius ratio rule? Okay. So next class we will discuss the next part of that.